Hi guys, it's me again. I am making cream cheese. This is the uncooked method. There are two versions. There's a cooked curd method and an uncooked curd method. I've made both, but for the sake of the video, I'm doing the uncooked. This is the book I use. It's Cheese Making by Ricki Carroll. Try to make sure to get the 3rd edition. I do have the 4th edition here, but it's more for like avid cheesemakers. So like if you're making 12 gallons at a time or things like that. This one's more for the homestead type. You're making a gallon or 2 at the most. So this particular recipe calls for 2 quarts of cream, heavy cream, and you're supposed to sit it on the counter and let it go to room temperature, which I've already done. You saw in my video earlier about butter making, how I separate the cream, so you already know how to do that. The supplies that I need for this specific recipe are mesophilic started right here, which I get all of my cheese making supplies from New England Cheese Company. You can get it in bulk packets like this, or you can get it in single packets. The recipe calls for a single packet. You will have to go to their website and figure out the difference of...
Are you going to put a link in the description?
I could probably, yes. You need cheese salt. That's an option. Herbs are also an option, but because you can make your cream cheese flavored as well. Anyway, this will be part 1 of the cream cheese, because in this particular recipe, you add your mesophilic starter and you have to let it set for 12 hours. So the next video will be the process of how to take that curd that we've made and hang it and create the cream cheese that y'all like so much on bagels and everything else. So let's get started. I'm using 1/8 of a teaspoon as that's the conversion rate for the 2 quarts of cream that I'm using. A lot of people say, okay, do you want to take it and you want to hydrate it first? What I end up doing is I take it and I just kind of sprinkle it over the top. And you kind of want to let it set for a little bit like that and kind of soak before you actually stir it in, and you want to gently stir it. I keep all of my starters in the freezer to keep them preserved for longer because I buy the bigger packs. I don't like to keep them out on the shelf. Anyway, usually let it set for about a minute and stir it in. Thank you, Donna, for wanting me to make cream cheese. And like I said before, if you have any other ideas that you want to see me do on my YouTube channel, let me know. So we're going to stir this in. I know it hasn't quite been a full minute, but we're going to go ahead and stir this in. Once it's mixed, and you can see that it's not on the surface, you're going to cover and let it set for 12 hours. And that means that tomorrow, it's 10:30 tonight, no kids running around, they're sleeping. Anyway, tomorrow...
Does it need like a cheesecloth over the top, or just a cover?
It's just a cover.
Okay. And you have to make sure it's 72 degrees when you start?
Correct. 72 or room temperature is what it says. 72 degrees room
Fahrenheit.
temperature. It's kind of all the same. You want to make sure it's room temperature. So you pull the cream out ahead of time and let it sit on the counter until it's room temperature, which is how you make a lot of cheeses and things. It's cultured. It means that it's getting cultured. So that's a start. I'm sure you can order a lot of your products elsewhere, but I will say the New England Cheese Company has pretty much everything you would need for making cheese. And I really enjoyed getting my supplies from them. So it's all stirred in, and now all we have to do is put the lid on and let it set for 12 hours. So I will see you tomorrow on part 2, making cream cheese, the uncooked curd method. If you like my videos and you want to see more, like and subscribe.